Okay, so today we'll talk about arrays. Okay, what are arrays? So these are multi-dimensional. Okay, so it is like matrix, but it's multi-dimensional. Array stops at 2-dimensional. Matrix stops at 2-dimensional. Array goes further. So you can have 3-dimension, 2-dimension, 4-dimension, 10 dimensions. Okay, any dimension. Okay, but see on the screen you can view only 2-dimension, right? So it will give you the sets of 2 dimensions basically. Okay, so let's say an example. So let's say I create, I call it as array 1. So to remember, right, array is a function. Otherwise, now I have values. Okay, but before that, or maybe before that, I should say, about the dimensions. Okay, so dim is the keyword. The dimensions you want to create. Dimension 5. If you want to create, start with 3. Okay, we say C and the vector. So C also you give okay, we want to have 4 and the height. If we give 4, we also get 2 only. 2 and 3 is a 3 set 2 sets, and this is the size of each dimension. So how many elements here? 2 into 3 is 12 values. Of course, you can pass colon like 1 colon 12, or we can give values here. So I'm going to say 2, 3, 1, 4, 3, 2. Okay, to got how many numbers? Okay, so we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, perfect. Okay, so this is how you can pass the values, and then you have to say dimensions. How many dimensions you want to create this arrow for? Okay, and now if I print array, the first 2 dimension, it's not hiding, it's showing you. So you have 2 into 3, right? 2 rows and 3 columns, right? And what we are saying is this set has to be repeated twice. So this is the first repetition, that's why you see 1, and this is the second repetition. Okay, if I want to create, say, a 4-dimension, okay, so I want to say 2, 3, 2 and comma 1. So when I say comma 1, I'm saying 2, 3, okay, the 2 comma 3 should be repeated twice, and 2 comma 3 comma 2 should be repeated once. So if I run it, okay, so you see this. So this is 2 comma 3 one time, 2 comma 2 one time. Okay, because we said 1, so it is repeat. They are comma 1 and comma 2 repeated once. Here, comma 1 and comma 2 is repeated once because we said only 1. But let's say I keep 2 here. I make it 2. To make it 2, I need to I need to give twice the values, right? 24 values I need to give. So let me copy this and paste it here. Okay. So now you see comma 1, comma 2, right? So this is the original, but this whole thing, comma 1, comma 2, I want to repeat twice. So you see comma 1 one time, comma 2 one time, done. Now comma 1 second time, comma 2 second time, right? So this is how you can create multi-dimensional arrays. Okay, so see here, it has a default headers as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, right? If you want to give a you can give name to each of these. Okay, so if you just mention numbers, it's telling that okay, 2 values on first dimension, 3 values on second dimension, 2 on third dimension, again 2 on fourth dimension. But you can give them as a number. Okay, so how to give numbers? So let's say, okay, so what I'll do to make it more better, let me use variables. Okay, so I'm going to say data or something here. Okay, data equal to this, and here I'll say data. Okay, data equal to data. Okay, I'll say dim size. I'll say dim size. Dim size equal to, okay, okay, okay. So okay, now we can give names to each of these. Okay, so to give names, we need to pass them as a list. Okay, so let's say, okay, so I'll use dimension 1. Okay, dimension 1. So dimension 1 has how many values? Dimension 1 has 2 values, right? So I need to give 2 names here. So let's say I call it A. Okay, B. Okay, now second dimension. So dim2. Now I call it as, we need to give 3, right? Dimension size is 3, so we need to give 3 names. Okay, so I'm going to say dim1, 1, let's say, dim1, 2, dim1, 3. Okay, so dim. Okay, I gave some name. Okay, just to show you how it might look like when we give names. Okay, if we don't give names, by default it will use the numbers. Okay, let you see 1, comma 1, comma 2, comma 3, 1, comma 1, comma 1, comma 2. Right? Okay, so third dimension, again we have 2, right? So we need to give 2 values here. So I need to give, let's say, data 1, data 2, dim4. Okay, again here 2, right? So I'm going to say info1, info2. Okay, so now we need to pass the values here. So I'm going to say comma, okay, uh, dim names. Okay, so here you need to pass this these values as list. So I'm going to say list of the variable names here, dim1, dim2, dim3, dim4. So dim1, comma dim2, comma dim3, comma dim4. Okay, now let's run this entire thing and see. So you see this, right? So numbers got replaced with the dims. The B, that's your first dimension. Dim1, dim2, dim3 is second dimension. Data1, data2 is the third dimension. Info1, info2 is our fourth dimension. This is how you can give the customized name also, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how do we access the members? Okay, I don't want to display entire value. I want to display a particular set of values, right? So how do you do that? So let's say Okay, so tell me if I want to print this 4, or let's say I want to print this 8, because 8 is very few, right? Okay, so if I want to print 8, what is the reference of this 8? What is the reference for dimension 1, 2, 3, 4? Because you need to give 4 dimension references, right? So what is the value of 8? In 2 dimension, what is the value? Oh, sorry, in 2 dimension, what is the reference?
2, 1.
Row, comma, column, right? So it is 1,
Oh,
comma
right.
2, not
Sorry.
2, comma 1,
1, 2.
right? 1, comma
Yeah.
2, great. Then for dimension 2, sorry, dimension, third dimension, what is the reference? Data 2 is 2, isn't it? Data 1 is 1 and data 2 is second, right? So it is 1, comma 2, comma 2, correct? And in the fourth dimension, what is the reference?
Wait, can you repeat that?
Okay, so in first dimension, what is the reference?
1, comma 2.
So that is 2 dimension, right? First dimension is 1,
Oh,
correct?
yeah.
Second
Yeah.
dimension it is 2, so 1, comma 2. Third dimension, what is the reference? Data 2 is second value, right?
Oh, yeah.
So what is the dimension number?
2.
2. So 1, comma 2, comma 2, right? Then
And
on
then
the
another comma 2.
another comma 2, great.
Okay.
Okay, so if I want to print this, I'll say print array 1, okay, and the square bracket, okay. We use square bracket for reference, okay. So if you want to print a part of it, you know, whether it's a vector, list, okay, array, matrix, we use square bracket, right? So square bracket 1, comma 2, comma 2, comma 2, right? That's what we said, and this should give us 8, right? Keshav,
What?
now did you get it? Okay, let's
Uh,
try one thing. Let's try one. Okay. I want to print this 5. Okay, not 5. Let's say I want to print this 5. So what value should I use? What is the reference of this 5 here?
uh, it'll be print array 2, 2, 2, 2.
No, this is 1, 1, right? 2, 2, 1, 1.
Wait, why is there 1, 1 at the end?
So third one is data 1. Data 1 is our first dimension. First, row in third dimension. First value in third dimension. This is also first value in fourth dimension. So 2, 2 is correct, but then it will be 1. Data 1 is 1, isn't it? First position. And info 1 is at first position. Oh, you can get. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So print array 2, comma 2, comma 1, comma 1. So you get 5. Right? Okay, so let's see one more thing. Here what I'll do is I'm going to say calculation something equal to, okay, calculation equal to, I say apply. Apply is a function. Okay, I'm going to apply something. What? So first I'm going to pass the array name, right? So apply on what? So apply on ARR1, right? Apply on ARR1. Okay, and let's say okay, so now I want to apply on data is this, and apply on which dimension. Okay, so I want to do apply sum. I want to do sum of values in the rows. Okay, so row is first dimension, right? Column is second dimension, third dimension, fourth dimension. So let's say I say C1, C of 1. 1 means I want to go row wise. I want to add values in the rows. Okay, and then I want to do add, so I'll pass sum. Okay, so what it means is you are doing sum of, okay, first dimension values, sum of first dimension values of array 1. Okay, so let's print array 1 and then we'll do the sum. Okay, and I'll display the value. Okay, so you say this. How many rows are there? Right, 2 rows are there, right? So it will try to find the sum of 2 rows, right? So this is your A, this is your B. So A's, you find all A's, 2 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3. Okay, 2 plus 8 plus 4, 14 plus 2, 16, 17, 20, and values are repeated, right? So 20 to 40. So it will add all the values across a row. If I say 2, tell me what will I get? First of all, how many values will I get in output? So I want to apply sum on columns. So how many columns are there?
3.
Perfect. So we should get 3 values. Which are the column names? What are the names for the columns?
For the columns, dimension
dim11, dim12,
dim12,
dim13,
dim13.
right? So these are the column names. So now you tell me what will be the values of the dim11, 12, 13s total?
Wait, like, do you mean adding the values together?
Yes, exactly.
Or rows?
Yep.
So for the first one, it's going to be 9.
So let's see that. So, sorry. So all these are dim1s only, right? What,
Yeah.
the first form, second form, third form. So 7 plus 2 plus
Oh, do we
7,
have to,
9. No, sorry, here it is, right? So from here you see.
do we add all 4?
Of course, yes, because all these are your
Oh,
columns only. This is column in, when column when data, column in data1, info1, AAA, BBB. Columns in data2, info1, AAA, BBB. Okay, so these are all different dimensions. So you have to add all of them. So 3 plus 2, 5, and 9. 5 plus 9,
I'm
14.
getting
5 plus
28.
9, 14. So you get 28.
Yeah.
28. And here it's going to be 6 and 13. 19 into 2, 38. And here too, you'll see 7 plus 6, 13. 13 plus 13, 26. This, this. 28, 38, 26. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Yeah. So this is how an array works. Okay. So we'll talk about one more concept today. Okay. Any questions so far?
No.
No.
Awesome. Now we'll talk about factors. What are factors? Discussed this before, right? When do we use factors? Mhm.
Wait, could you repeat the question? Sorry.
So what is factors?
Like in math?
No, we did it in R programming.
Oh, I don't really remember.
Yes, they are numbers, but what is the specialty about it? Yes.
Oh, it's like within an alphabetical order?
So yes. So see, when we
Make
handle
it
this
into.
categorical values, right?
Yeah.
Categorical values. So what are categorical values? Categorical values, okay, where the values repeat, right? So see, what we have seen so far, whether it's a factor list, okay, or even for that matter, two-dimensional, three-dimensional elements, you can have any values, right? But um, but let's say if I talk about cities, and when you fill up online forms, we have those review button, check boxes, things like that, right? Where you have a given set of values, okay, and you choose from given set of values. For example, if you have to rate something from 1 to 5 or 1 to 10, right? So even though you have 10 values, okay, but those 10 values will be repeated. You can't say 11 or 5.5. You have to choose the given values only, isn't it? Similarly, when you have, let's say you have to enter cities, right? So yes, cities could be many, 100, 200, 500, but even those values are fixed, right? Okay, you cannot enter, any spelling of your choice, right? Every city has a spelling. You need to enter the values, right? So these are called as factors. Okay, so these are generally used to categorize the data. Okay, and it stores as a levels. Okay, so there is a set of level, and how does it creates level? It creates level based on the alphabetical order. If you don't provide, it will create based on the alphabetical order. Okay, like for example, regions. When you say north, south, east, west, that's a 4 values. Okay, 4 levels, and you repeat one of these, right? So, for example, if I have to, okay, if I have to create a data, okay, so I'm going to say C of east. So let's say when you have a data set, the first value is list. Okay, okay. Second value is also list, possible. You know, then your third value is also, let's say, list, east. Okay, fourth could be west. Let's say north. Again, let's say north. Okay, that means the first member zone is east, second member zone is also east, third member zone is also east, fourth member zone is west, fifth is north, sixth is north, then you have south. Okay, yeah, and then you have again, let's say north, west. Now, if you do not mention anything, this is like any other vector, isn't it? It's a vector. So I can print data, and you have, okay, east, 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 west. Okay, now if you have to convert into factor, okay, because in mathematical analysis, okay, when we do regression later towards the end, you'll see that we actually need to tell computer that these are categorical values. Okay, and I'll tell you, if you pass a vector, then why it is not good practice. Okay, so see, okay, yeah, we'll do it when we talk about regression. Okay, we'll talk about why we need to have factor, but for now let's understand that we want to categorize the values. Okay, so we use factor. Okay, so what I'll do is I will say data equal to, right, factor of data. So now data got converted into factor. Okay, now if I print data, okay, to see this, see the difference. Okay, here I printed as a vector, so it printed all the values. Here I'm printing, so it printed all the values. Okay, because you need to have individual values as well, and it says levels. It says there are 4 unique values: east, north, south, west. Okay, and it arranged in alphabetical order. So this is the level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4. There are 4 levels. It adds levels also to indicate that these are the 4 unique values the data has. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So so yes, so I think we'll do this. We'll stop here for factors. Okay, as I said, right? We will, when we do regression concepts. Okay, we'll talk more about factor, and we'll see how it impacts regression. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Now the next topic, okay, last data set before we do other work, is called data frame. Okay. Okay. How long can you guys continue today? How many minutes?
Like 15 more minutes.
15 more minutes? Okay,
Yeah.
sure. So it's not possible to complete data frame in 15 minutes. So what we'll do is we'll continue for whatever we could do. Okay, maybe basic stuff. And then next time when we meet, we'll continue with other part of it. Okay. So what is data frame? This also we discussed this before, right? So what is data frame? Data frame is table representation in R, right? So you have, when you create a table in Excel,
They're
or
like Excel tables, right?
exactly, exactly.
Okay.
So it'll have column headers and the values in that column, right? So let's say I want to create a student record. Okay. So I'll say student, okay, and data dot frame. Okay. So remember, we have to use data dot frame as a function. Okay. So just like array equal, array of, matrix of, factor of, list of, here also we have data frame of. So data frame is data dot frame of, right? And here we'll pass each columns. Okay. So let's say student. So first is, let's say, roll number. So I'll say roll number. Okay. So whatever you want to display as column header, you give it. Okay. If you want to display as roll number completely, then you mention complete name. Here you use equal to. Okay. You say roll number equal to, and let's say you have 3 student records. So the roll number is 101, 105, 109. Okay. So let's say these are the roll numbers. Okay. So we created one column with 3 rows, 3 set of values, comma. Let's say now we give name. Okay. Name equal to, and all these are, you see, the values in a column will be of same data type, right? So that's why again we will use vector here, not list, right? One dimension. Okay, because list means when you have values from different data types, right? Mixed data type. But here we'll have same data type, right? So we say name equal to, and let's say I say Sachin, Lakshman, and let's say Rahul. So this is our second column. Right? Now we give third value. Let's say city. Okay, I give, let's say, Mumbai, say Hyderabad, and let's say Bangalore. Okay, so I created a data frame with 3 columns, right, and 3 rows, right? Now you print it and see how it looks like. So I'm going to run this here. You see this? So the column header, and you have the values here. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how you can create. Okay, now the task for you, okay, is that you create any record, something record in Excel, save as Excel, because next time when we meet, we will do Excel also, to read from Excel file and read it. Let's say your data is in Excel and you want to do some R related operation on it, right? So you need to read that Excel. So in Excel you create it, and same thing you create in R as well. Okay. Okay. So okay. Now I want to extract some data from it, right? I want to print a particular column. Okay. So if you say student, print student, you get the entire data, right? And if I say print Okay, so in few seconds the call will get disconnected. You'll join back again. Okay, with different ID. I'll share the different ID. So print student dollar. Okay, the moment I say dollar, see, R is suggesting me the column names. So if you want to print specific column, so you say student, let's say name, right? And now when I run it, you see, it printed me the values in that particular column, right? So if you want to use a particular column, you say data frame name, data frame name, the variable that you're using, dollar column name, right? So the data frame dollar column name. This is how you can get the entire column. Okay, so see, you can access using name, column name, or you can even access using the reference, column reference and row reference. So let's say I want print, okay, student, okay, now student, and which bracket do we use for reference? If you want to get a subset of data set, which bracket should I use? Square bracket, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
The square bracket, right? And square bracket first will take rows and then columns, right? So I want, let's say, 1 and 1 and 2, right? So I want 1 and 2. So I'll say 1:2. If I say 1 and 2, I'll get roll number and name, right? So 1:2, comma, and the column reference. Let's say I want all the columns. I want all 3 columns. If you want all 3 columns, then you don't put anything here. Okay. So 1:2 will give me 2 rows and all columns. When you don't mention it, by default, it takes as all columns. So when you run it, you see, oops, sorry, what happened? Rows, aha, rows, right? Rows, I'm saying 1:2, and column, I'm saying all. So when I say all columns, I'm getting all the 3 columns, right? Right. So the rows 2, right? But if you want columns 2, so after bracket you say 1:2. That means I want 2 columns. I want all the rows. So this side you leave it blank. Isn't it? First value reference refers your rows. Second value refers to column. So I said here rows 1:2. So I got 1 and 2. And I said column all. So I got all 3 columns. Now I'm saying all rows, columns 1, 2. Right? All rows, columns 1, 2. So I got only 2 columns. Right? So we'll end it here for today. Please do practice data frame. Data frame is important because when you talk about data analysis, right, you'll get it in table format, right? And we will be having different operations that will be performing on data frame, right?
Okay.
So we'll here and we'll connect next week whenever you guys are available. Yeah.
Okay. I just had a quick question on like last week's homework.
Mm-hmm.
So I did it using an if and else statement.
Just help me remember what was the question.
Oh yeah. Wait, can I just share my screen for a second?
Sorry.
Can I share my screen?
Oh yeah.
Okay.